got that good old save with the Shadow Demon.
Well, first of all, let's look at the fact that Upper Division Spectre, how many games do you think it's won?
I would say it's won.
Wrong. It's never won.
Oh, I was close. I was close.
You were very close.
I was close.
Run away. Yeah. OG, Liquid, Tundra, they've all lost a bit. 4 games total.
So what is it about the hero that teams keep getting drawn towards it, do you think?
Well, I think it's, you know, being able to catch the backlines, of course, helps, and the eventual scaling of the game. The game does feel, you know, like you get items pretty quick. But low division, 66% win rate.
Okay.
It's actually done pretty well for low division, because I guess the difference is just the ability to execute and get out of the game. Spectre thrives when there isn't that much pressure. So Into the Breach, they have the draft to be able to easily punch a Spectre. So it's all about their execution, because I actually kind of favor Into the Breach draft. Just a little bit.
But Spectre will have the same sort of impact that it's had in the other low division games, where if Into the Breach aren't able to close it up, they'll lose late. Or do you think Void is, even in the later stages, this hero is still going to be king when it comes to setting up for the kills onto the Spectre?
You know, yeah, for sure. This game is all about kind of the early window, because Spectre going into late game, he's going to have such a free time. Jumping the Void, jumping the Oracle, that's the key thing. Why Void is so good is his ability to initiate the fight. And when you have heroes like Spectre, like Mars, like SD, these heroes can turn around that initiation. It's surprising that Into the Breach picked Void into Shadow Demon. Naturally, SD
that's
is
one
the
of
counter.
the...
Yeah, right? And then, of course, you have the Spectre as well. So I don't mind it, honestly, from Chicken Fighters. It is one of the better Spectre games, just for the fact that it gives you such an easy way to play that mid to late game. It is just the fear of how do you actually get into that point in the game, because your mid lane, Xantic on the Pugna versus Void Spirit. Void Spirit should do pretty well with CSing, because he has the some magical damage, but realistically, Xantic's going to have a good time there. Timbersaw will threaten Spectre quite heavily here as well in lane, and that gives them that kind of momentum that they're going to be looking for.
And then top lane, will they be able to threaten Thug much in the laning stage on his Void, or should he be relatively safe up here?
Once again, 3 for 3. He's going to be pretty chill too, this Void. SD, like when you think about 4 positions, Lina, Willow, these are the heroes that pressure in lane. SD, he doesn't really pressure too much. He makes stacks and he utilizes everything behind the lane, so the jungle. But yeah, he's not really going to be zoning out the Void. So on paper, all 3 lanes should be going pretty well for Into the Breach.
All right, well, we'll see if that's the case here with the CS. After a few waves or so.
Already behind tower on Malik.
Zibe. He's about a hit away from dying here. Malik's going to be able to swing around.
Oh, no, they know he's dead. Tanner's with the all chat. Oh, they both go down.
Oh, he's juked him.
You've got to go 1 up, 1 down.
Yeah. And he's actually away. Yeah, they've got no further gap close.
He's broken their leg.
Zibe actually able to walk away from it all. Oh, missed first up blood opportunity there. And Zibe able to walk out alive.
Oh, okay. So what play they could make is a toss into a timber chain.
Sure, and then
and then he gets under tower because of the timber chain. So that's maybe the play they were looking for. A little bit of miscommunication potentially, but
you got to be quick on it.
Oh, that's going to be good if they actually hit it. And this mid lane. Oh, it's Chessie. He's getting tickled up here.
Just shoving back Thug here. Fishbound. It's going to fall a little low to the poison, but he'll be okay. And we're seeing Farm up top. Pretty much even hit. Thug not falling behind too far. The mid lane, Xantic having that edge. 13 for 1 against the 9 for 0. So doing well in the 1v1 matchup.
Yeah, the early decrep is so annoying in mid lane. That's why you can see players like Topson, of course, want to pick it against certain melee heroes. I think the benefit for Void Spirit here, he does have the Resonant Pulse to secure certain creeps that he can't get when they're low, and he's obviously decrept. But yeah, Xantic, last time he played Pugna, it was against Boromir. When he played into the Ember Spirit, he crushed it. One of the spirits was devastating game from him. So I'd like to see that type of gameplay. He goes for Octarine, for Glimmer. He's in your face. He's trying to pressure. But if the game gets a little bit more back and forth and the team fight comes into play, the Mars, the Void Spirit, Snapfire, that's when this hero like Pugna, he doesn't thrive. Eventually dies.
Yeah, this time round, they will be able to get the Zibe. They won't be able to juke them out this time. And it's just saying for Xantic, sure, the mid lane's going to be good, but how easy is it going to be for him to make that move over to the other lanes and start to force the pressure on you? Because there are some beefy heroes on Chicken Fighter's side, right?
I think the key thing for him is simply locking the Void Spirit into the mid lane.
Okay.
When you have lanes that lack the kill threat, it's about getting your mid lane activated to pivot into the side lane to find the kill. So if Pugna's already pressuring your mid tier 1, Void Spirit has to be there to clear out the creeps. Therefore, you're not having this overwhelming presence on the side lanes, allowing for a Timbersaw or Void Spirit to... No, sorry, Void, just to free farm. I think just sticking into mid is the key thing.
I'm gonna try and run down Supreme, but not quite able to get a chance to get the toss on him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
As he manages to break away just in time. I mean, nobody's suffering too much. This is just that mid lane where we are having the bit of a difference between the Void Spirit and the Pugna. Elsewhere, nobody's suffering too much. I guess we're getting a few denies here by Malik on the bottom lane, as we'll see this kill again. Xebe stepping up just a little too far. Got to be a little cautious. These two offering quite a lot of burst, and we'll see it again here, back in action. Xebe again.
He's got the cookie though.
See if he can get himself away to safety. He's up on the high ground.
Oh, he's stuck. Okay.
Yeah, he's able to break out. He's going to look to kill himself to the neutral.
All right, that's fair, yeah.
So it does work out at the end of the day. Top lane, Chessie and Era. They managed to get the setup, I imagine, with the disruption into combo from Chessie. As Thug just caught a little too low, and Fishman not able to save him. Fishman will be able to nuke down Era in return. So getting something in trade, but of course losing the carry, that's never going to feel good for Into the Breach in their safe lane.
Yeah, I just feel like that death shouldn't really occur, especially when you have the Oracle and the Void, both heroes that can deal with the type of damage that this offlane brings. But yeah, props to Chicken Fighters finding that. And now that Fishman's level 4, this probably won't happen again because he does have that point in Fate's Edict to deal with the type of damage that Chicken Fighters bring.
I'll see mid bringing in
everyone.
Both supports here. Tanner's going to be there to back up Xantic. That's a hard move for Chicken Fighters to make. They do have 6 on Supreme. So if they really want to go for this, though, the ward's down. I think this is a very difficult place for Chicken Fighters to get aggressive onto Xantic.
But you can also see Fishman moving into the mid lane as well. They want to use this catapult wave. They want to apply pressure to mid. And it's a nice read from Chicken Fighters to bring heroes to the lane. But it's all about if Xantic oversteps his mark and gets a little bit too aggressive.
Oh, we're going to see here. Supreme just gets blown up there by the two of them.
He was the one too aggressive.
Yeah, steps up, and they've got the control of the root and the burst from Xantic. They're going to be able to pick up Era as well. Double kill for Xantic. As you say, Into the Breach very much ready to focus this mid lane. Chicken Fighters, they try and bring some backup in to prepare for this timing, but they end up just losing 2 of their lives to this.
Yeah, their supports are a little bit under-leveled here, mainly Xebe on the Snapfire being level 2. He died once in lane to the neutral creeps as well. But SD Snapfire aren't really providing you the biggest kind of counter-gank potential. They might save you with a defensive cookie or disruption, but they're not threatening the kill. So it was really surprising seeing them run into the river behind the Void Spirit, actively looking for a fight. Like they just don't have the damage. Into the Breach capitalize on that.
Oh, well, see Supreme actually coming back into the game. He's not even going to return to that mid area. Trying to pick up some action down on the bottom. It's going to leave the mid vulnerable to being pressured a little bit. Big stacks here by Era.
So this will be farmed up by the Spectre once he gets his Blade Mail. You know, this is what SD thrives in. It's playing a lane, keeping the offlane alive, but making so many stacks to farm. Spectre can't farm them too quick, and luckily for Chicken Fighters, there isn't a clean hero on Into the Breach that's going to run in and quickly farm it as well. Like, there isn't that ancient stack farmer.
And at this point for Chicken Fighters, they've got to let this happen. They can't really do anything about this tier 1 tower going down. They've already lost this battle.
Yeah, they can't really do anything right now. They just lack the damage. Maybe if Snapfire can soak up some XP in the lane and get 6, you can do that. But mid tower falling, bot lane as well, already, you know, half HP. So you're going to lose 2 tier 1 towers before 10 minutes at this rate from from Chicken Fighters, and already an aggressive ward from in the Radiant jungle from them as well. So this is going to be a lot of pressure coming out their side, and why we have seen Spectre not really win in the upper division, at least because of that execution, non-stop applying that pressure.
We'll see Supreme was able to find the jump in onto Fishman. They have got the damage. Chrono's going to come out for Thug. Only ended up catching the Shadow Demon. He's actually going to turn away from the Shadow Demon because he's going to look to run down Supreme with the time dilation on Supreme. One more hit will do it. They'll get the kill. They bring down the Void Spirit over to the side. Chessie coming in with the counterplay. Drops the arena. He's caught Xantic. Is it enough damage? It is. So they will find a second in return. Era getting the double.
He tried to go for the deny as well, with the Pugna healing up the Tiny. If he can do that long enough, then he'll actually deny himself. But very close, very close.
We'll still be here when you're done.
Yeah, the amount of pressure on the map right now. This is 2k lead at 8 minutes. A product of, yeah, just no damage. playing pretty well. The last time that Into the Breach and Chicken Fighters met, it's pretty much the same storyline. Chicken Fighters had a little bit of greed in the draft, and they just didn't have the space on the map. I remember it was Into the Breach had a Medusa, Chicken Fighters had an Alchemist. You'd expect the Alchemist to have farm, but no, the way that they played aggressively into jungle shut down the access to certain camps. It prevented Charlie ever really getting to a point of entering the game. And we're kind of seeing that here again. Look at the minute. Everyone's flooding to the bot lane.
Supreme's he's got to get out of here. There's a lot of them heading his way. As he's just, having a bit of a tough game now, falling rather behind that of Exantic with these early movements into the breach has been able to make with their Pugner. I think hitting the timings that their lineup needs, and really stepping up the pressure against Chicken Fighters. So we'll see. Yeah, over towards the mid, Tanner. He's able to set up, get the catch onto Jibbe. Just another kill here for Into the Breach as they just sweep across the map and keep themselves firmly on the side of Chicken Fighters' half.
Yeah, really nice stuff happening right now because they've identified it's better to play into mid and to bot and apply just general map pressure than to keep trying to chase a Spectre. Because if you're throwing your heads into this high ground area, that's where Mars, SD, they thrive. But if you play off of pickoffs and kind of splitting the entire map open, there's no way that Chicken Fighters can take every single fight. The lineup's a little bit too slow paced.
And they got enough burst with the root. They do. It's Supreme dead again.
The discipline from Fishman there. He could have very easily stole that kill. He could have nabbed that one for himself.
I mean, and then that was pretty reserved from him as well, as it was close. It was like maybe he would have actually had a chance to get out. You know, it wasn't like it was a surefire kill for the life drain.
I wanted him to get out so I could be like, yo, Fishman, chief. As a support player, just take the kill. Yeah, exactly.
No, but understanding that just enough damage would be there with the drain from Exantic. 7-3-3K lead there. They're really hitting this timing. Chrono's going to be back up in a few seconds. Chessie, he's got the setup, but there is the save coming in. Tanner's going to be okay. Jibbe tries to come in with the cookie over onto Fishman. Fishman is able to get the false promise off on himself. Should still be dead. Thug's going to jump over the side. He's got the Chrono, locks down the two of them. He's caught both supports. Says Jibbe and Era being found as they'll bring down the two of them. The rest of Chicken Fighters just having to get the hell out of here.
Chicken Fighters trying to take over their own jungle and just alleviate the pressure from the Spectre there. And you can see this is how hard it is to play Mars in this game, because if you're not locking down that Oracle, you're going to have those defensive saves come in. And even with the Pugner to some degree, like it's actually such a hard Mars game. You have the life drain, you have the Oracle spells, even Tiny can reinitiate on the backlines, preventing SD to help. So it's all about the big jump. And it's so hard with Spectre in your draft. You need like Blade Mail, Manta +1, and that's when they're going to be happy. Yeah, like, look at the net worth right now.
Yeah, the 3 cores, all 3 cores of Chicken Fighters. Just a decent step behind that Into the Breach is already. Chessie getting tossed in. They have got the quick kisses going. Thug getting low, but with the time walk, he's fine. Fishman, he'll be the one to fall there. And see it look to maybe try and turn Tanner. Able to dodge the dissimilate. As Charlie's trying to push on towards Exantic. So he can bring down the Pugner. Malik. He's got the Chakram out onto Chessie as Thug and Malik will bring down Chessie. They've lost Exantic though, so Chicken Fighters able to get a couple of kills this time. And can they get the rest of them out of it? Malik chasing down Jibbe.
Where are the trees? We need some trees for you, Malik. There we go.
So, I mean, Chicken Fighters, they're getting some action that they are able to take down Exantic, at least put a bit of a stop to Pugner. They're also able to catch Tanner here on the escape, Supreme with the chase. So they will manage to come out on top here, getting 3 for the 2.
Yeah, this is really good from Chicken Fighters because when you're under this much pressure, it is easy to say just dodge the fight, we'll wait for the items, but they identify when Into the Breach is playing their hand too much. They are diving the tier 2, they don't have that clean damage, they don't have the Chrono available, so they bring it back around, they find some kills. It does put Spectre a little bit healthier position, but in terms of the grand scheme of the game right now, Into the Breach needs to make that mistake like 2 more times for it to become a difficult game for themselves. I don't think they'll be diving the tier 2s that quickly. Maybe Malik. He might be jumping in, yeah. There are so many more trees in the game. The hidden buff to Timbersaw. You can't miss a Timber Chain.
That's true.
You could just close your eyes and you'll find something.
Malik been doing very well so far. 2-0-1. Yet to die. And Chicken Fight's still on the prowl, looking for action. Chessie trying to get his Blink Dagger done. 1400 in right now.
Like, it looks like this is just Into the Breach's jungle at this point. They've played here for the last, like, 5 minutes. The sea of sentries, the observers, there is, no way for Chicken Fighters to move in there unless they have Haunt. We've seen them make one successful play, but again, they're locked into when is Arena available, when is Mortimer Kisses available. Chessie going for the Blink Dagger, jumping the back line. That's key. I think the best way Chicken Fighters can fight right now is using that horn as just the vision tool. Don't use it to get in to find the kills. Just unlock the fight for your team. Allow Void Spirit, allow Mars to find that perfect initiation, layering it with the Mortimer's Kisses, whilst also trying to dodge the threat of the Timbersaw. It's a difficult one for sure. But it could be worse. The saving grace, I guess, is Into Breach doesn't quickly take Roshan. In these types of game, having an element of rush control can be devastating. And there is no hero that can buy Solar Crest quite easily on Into the Breach. So they will be simply looking for win big team fight, and then we'll start tickling Roshan, maybe with Void just clicking it down. But yeah, there's not going to be an easy way of, bam, let's steal it, and then also apply the continuous pressure that they have right now.
They are doing a good job of holding their towers. We saw up there as well. Chicken Fighters, even with the time spent up there on the top half, still not quite able to find that first tier 1 tower for themselves. As Supreme, jumps straight into Tanner. He's got another Dissimulate. He's into the trees, but Tanner still sees him. They're able to line up another blast as Supreme goes down again. Just good positioning from Into the Breach. Stuff. Tanner knowing exactly where Supreme would be jumping over to.
Yeah, these are the type of series that can really prove if teams are going to be like the contenders for lower division, because the way that Chicken Fighters play, they just drop down from upper division, but they feel like they played to the level of their opponents. Like, unlike a Viking, where it's like they have their own identity, it feels like Chicken Fighters, they're happily to go fight to fight with Into the Breach, and you'd hope to not expect that from a team that looks like they should be in a different kind of tier to this team. But yeah, Into the Breach is proving, as the underdogs, that with a bit of pressure, a bit of kind of strategic planning, they can hold the game pretty well.
They found Charlie. They've got the setup. They throw back the Spectre. Charlie in trouble. He's gone.
So much damage. The Decrep, Oracle, Tiny, just going to explode.
They're going to see if they can try and catch more here, potentially. Malik, he's over towards Jibbe. Chakram in, not quite enough damage though. Jibbe will live, but still with Charlie gone, that's a big hit here to Chicken Fighters. You know, one of their factors that they're relying on to turn this game around is this sort of the build-up slowly of the Spectre's farm, and with him off the map, Into the Breach only able to just freely continue to put this pressure on and make it much harder, and it's going to take a much longer time for Chicken Fighters to quite get this game to a point where they're able to fight back, and they have a Spectre that's not afraid to turn up to the fight.
Yeah, Chicken Fighters, they need to start sending some heroes to the other side of the river. Arena though, okay. They have Horn still.
Yeah, but Thug's around and he's got a Chrono, so Chicken Fighters have got to be careful.
They're running. Yep, this is not a fight anymore.
Chessie's very dead. Supreme.
He has one step available.
He's got to Simulate in a second. Actually got to opt for the TP. If they got anything to cancel it, they don't. No. So Supreme this time, he's able to make it away. I know, it's just the fact that they are having to just run from Into the Breach, and they're still losing heroes, they're losing fights.
And look at it, instantly. Charlie shows in the lane, Tanner's just there, poking and prodding. And that's how it's been played so far. You have to feel bad for Charlie. He is the carry, but where does he farm? He hasn't had access to his bottom jungle for the last like 7 minutes. In top, there's now no wards. Like, there is only one aggressive ward two aggressive wards on the map right now for Radiant. This vision, unfortunately, it does nothing for you. When the game's this hard,
You're not making plays over there. Well, because Into the Breaches, they're just never there.
Yeah, they're never there. This is the type of vision that you place if your Void Spirit or your Mars is deep, kind of skipping waves behind the tier 2s, just trying to apply pressure of you can't lose any towers yourself. But they're not playing like that. They're playing huddled around their Spectre. So it's the doubling fact that you have no split push going on. You have aggressive vision. It just allows Into the Breach to abuse that with their kind of sweeping motion from top side to bot side, non-stop pressuring whoever gets killed. And this is where Aero will start using this ward, but he's just farming himself.
Yeah, did manage to snipe the courier from Tanner, so that would be the Blink Dagger from Tiny put on the side for a little bit.
That'd be a bit annoying. Look, Charlie's like, can I enter the jungle? No, get out of our jungle. Go stand in your base.
Where does he go? Yeah, where does he hit the creeps?
This is very rough.
It's not easy. And you can see as well, trying to itemize so we can have some sort of aggressive impact in the fights, getting the Diffusal after the Blade Mail.
I mean, like, they have to win a fight in the next 5 minutes. Otherwise, this game will just be, push out the lanes, go straight towards Roshan, get an Aegis on Void, and now you have a Horn into a Void with an Aegis. It's going to be an unwinnable fight. So, yeah, Charlie has identified this.
He's found him, Tanner!
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, just another annoyance here for Chessie as TP's cancelled. They were.
The best thing is, they have no scan, so they can't check if he's still there. So he's like, well, maybe I hit it. I don't know. Let's keep playing. And now poor Chessie's going to be like, oh, no, I've got to run back to base, guys.
Tanner's going to be able to catch the creep wave.
Is Tanner still looking? He's still looking. No, he's not. All right. No, he's not. I thought Tanner had the, you know, the spidey senses. Oh, yes. All right.
I got the creep wave.
All right,
just
sure.
the creep wave.
He's got no TP.
It is still just Tanner here, though.
He's got Avalanche to hold. Ooh.
Oh, some jukes here from Chessie. Yeah, but Tanner's doing a good job of staying on
what
target.
Are we watching?
And now Xantic's here. As Chessie looking pretty dead.
Yeah.
He got the creep wave, but loses his life, and the time spent that he's dancing around there, new creep wave is coming through.
That's true, and he did alleviate some pressure. Charlie, he got one camp.
Indeed, he's able to get in his jungle.
That's one more than 0. That's a lot.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So something for the Spectre here as Chicken Fighters, they've found a bit of a
This mini-map's amazing. Like, the Dire heroes feel like they're Radiant heroes right now where they're playing, and then they just completely swap sides. Like, all right, guys, we're not going to play our own side anymore. And this is the point of the game where I'd love to see Into the Breach with one super defensive ward to scout out these types of plays. Watch Charlie aggressively farm your own jungle, and then you can suddenly have a TP back into a kill, and then run across the map to apply pressure. Or they can just ignore it, go Roshan, and just keep playing on the Radiant side. But it's good to see Chicken Fighters kind of make this move, and now they're using their vision that they had placed much better than before, where they're kind of playing into this darkness without any of their own vision. Diffusal available now. They're gonna try.
I see.
The make or break
fight. So they're gonna do with this Diffusal. It's fighting into all available ultimates from Into the Breach. Of course, Thug it's been chilling, holding on to that Chrono for when it's most needed.
You have to kill Oracle at the start of this fight. You need to be able to do a big wraparound. But look at the positioning of Into the Breach. Tanner's kind of tanking up this high ground area. You got Fishman super far behind, connecting to both the lanes. Tanner, there you go, blinking.
Well, Tanner is going to be saved by the false promise. Chessie will get the arena down. They've been able to take out Oracle now because they look for more here. Arrow over to the side, getting pushed back by Tanner and Malik. They got the Chrono down. He's caught the 3 of them. Thug is able to drop a beautiful Chrono. The bashes are coming out onto Charlie. They do try and take down Thug, but Thug's going to be fine. He's able to continue to beat into the Spectre. Chessie having to run off to the side of Xantic. He's got the damage to Decrepify into the drain. It's 5 dead. Game 1, they're making it look pretty easy.
It's
all
beautiful.
3 cores have just had a great game, full map control, and I mean it is at the draft. I mean, Chicken Fighters are just they're really struggling here in this game 1.
Yeah, I think it is a product of the draft. Chicken Fighters, they didn't really have laning pressure. We spoke about it at the start. It's like, what can they do? And Into the Breach, they have kind of advantageous lanes in all 3. They have this map pressure, so I just love the way that they've played it.
Yeah.
Play strong lanes, play into Atlantic in the mid lane, prevent this Void Spirit from being active. And then you see Chicken Fighters, they try to be ambitious with the smoke, but the positioning of Into the Breach, you got Tanner tanking up the smoke, Fishman so far back, he can never be caught. He has that Blink Dagger, instantly saving him, unlocking the fight, and then of course the 3-man Chrono. We didn't kill all 3 in the Chrono, but it was enough to look kind of cool. But yeah, just the start of this fight is beautiful, where you have this sacrificial 4, he's about to go down, and then there you go. Fishman, you're now saved. Trades off his life for it. But at this point, the construct of the fight from Chicken Fighters is so disjointed. They're not able to jump on anyone. They try going onto the Pugner, but this 3-man Chrono, and look at it. Ooh! Didn't even catch him.
No. Perfectly placed there by Thug.
I gotta say from Zebe though, he had one of his kisses the entire time, unfortunately. There wasn't that clean lockdown for him to feel confident enough to use it.
An error. Getting tossed back by Tanner. Another grab here for Into the Breach as they're now ready to bring in a second lane. And potentially just start knocking at the high ground again. Not really going to be too much that's available to stop them. 21 to 8, 13k lead at just 23 minutes in here Into the Breach.
Oh, the amount of push they have. The Tiny with the tree, you got the Timbersaw with the shard, the Pugner.
Supreme.
The toss into Bash because, of course, RNG exists. Yeah, there's no reason for Into the Breach to ever stop this.
No, they're getting away with this completely.
Yeah.
Charlie is trying to step in. Then with the combo, Charlie nearly just straight up dies. He has to step right back. As that'll be the mid set of racks gone. Jibe's waiting from the back of the fight to maybe, you know, do some damage with the kisses, but as you said, it's so hard, so many ways for Into the Breach to jump him as soon as he reveals himself. Into the Breach don't care about heroes at this moment. They clean up the mid lane. They come straight round to the bottom lane. Chronosphere's back up. You know, good luck trying to take a fight into this. Thug's going to be ready to drop the Chrono.
They need to get the Oracle. That's key. But they're playing into an Aegis as well, so even if they kill the Oracle, they're going to try.
And they're coming in with a Haunt. Chesney, he's popped down the arena. He has managed to catch Tanner, at least. The kisses, though, they're kind of missing completely. As Tanner's actually going to live. Even though they had the catch there wasn't the follow-up damage on target, as nobody's died on Into the Breach. They've brought down Chesney. They'll get in, they'll bring down 2 more. Aaron Jibe buyback. The Chrono comes out from Thug. He's caught the 2 cores. He's caught Charlie. He's caught Supreme. Charlie goes down. A 3rd buyback coming out. Finally, they'll be able to kill at least a Xantic, but they're losing so many casualties here on Chicken Fighters for their efforts. Thug is getting low. Can they actually even finish him off? As Thug, he's fine. Aegis is there. He's ready for a second round of it. They've come in with, what, 5 buybacks here from Chicken Fighters. A dieback on Jibe. Malik still just full HP. They've got to run. It doesn't matter. These buybacks are doing nothing here from Chicken Fighters. They're too far behind. The game's over. GG is called. As Into the Breach here, game 1. I mean, it was a straight-up stomp. There was nothing going the way of Chicken Fighters this game. Into the Breach just have full control